What's up, YouTube peeps out there in YouTube land? How y'all doing today? Well, I'm sitting outside. I don't have my little mic, so I can be clear on my phone. But anyway, we're going to get ready to get into this reaction video on the Mucker family. He's going into details about Love by Erica. Pretty much what he's saying is, well, he's not saying it, but I'm assuming the way I took it, in my opinion, she's cuckoo. Something wrong with the young lady's mind. Her coattail need to be pulled by a mother, auntie, cousins, best friend, neighbors, or something. Because the detail that this man is giving you guys, I'm like, wow. Then part two coming today. You know what? It's so hard to like really believe what's going on YouTube with other people if you don't know them or whatnot. But we react to it because they put it out here on their platform. So you know, that's what we're here for, to react on it. Yeah, that's what we're here for, to react on it. He talked about how the woman wanted him to beat up Mr. Cryer, and you know, non-violence, no violence, you know. But she wanted Mr. Cryer beat up. Then she said, called the man out. This is something I was trying to understand, and I wanted him to clear it up for me. Marcus said Erica called him and told him that Cryer left her at the motel by herself. But when he got there, y'all gonna hear it in the story, but when he got there, Sister Gal had the keys in her hand and she wasn't left there by herself. As if she was trying to set something up, or she was trying to get some mess started. Now, if you're an Erica fan, you might not want to watch the Marker guy, and you might not want to watch me. That's why I'm telling you at the beginning of the video, before you even jump over the hurdle and not listen to what I'm saying at the beginning of my video, and you just go dive into the video, then you might get your little feelings torn apart, hurt or something or whatnot. But anyway, don't forget to go subscribe to my channel, hit like, comment, and the notification bell. Yeah, that way. And y'all, I ordered this little wig off of Amazon, a little pixie cut wig, and I like it. I took my braids out because I was so excited when I got the wig, and I wanted to just try it on. Then I went and got my little lashes, my little, you know, that part done. I don't know how to do it. And she did it in this color right here. And I got on my little stunner shades and my little baby hair out and little lipstick and little makeup, you know, a little something, trying to bring some light to my channel. You know what I'm saying? You know how they be saying, still I got a groove back. Yeah. So welcome to my channel. Anyone new out there, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being there. And if you're not new and you're just passing through, stop. Wait a minute. Let me pause because music playing. Okay. Y'all gotta remember where I'm at now. I done told y'all where I was, so there's gonna be music playing with the rims and stuff, that nature, or whatnot. So yeah, stop and, you know, subscribe to my channel. That's it and that's all. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Enjoy this video.
If I said that I was going to do something to him, show me the recording that she's trying to talk me out of it. We got to think about that. If somebody, you know, somebody was threatened, wouldn't you try to be a voice of reasoning and tell them, hey, don't do that, don't do that, unless you have a motive? So the next morning, 9 a.m., she texts me, and I'm so glad she texted me. Hey, she texted me this man's address. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused. I'm like, why would she send me this address? Like, that was last night, let go, cool down, I'm good. I'm thinking about something completely different. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're here, you probably been seeing all of this crazy drama that's been going on. Now, as y'all know, y'all haven't saw me in a couple of days. And it's not because I was shying away from anything. And it's definitely not because y'all was being told the truth. I would say mostly everything that y'all was told was a lie. You really got to understand how this whole thing kicked off. It kicked off with live recordings of me hearing bits and pieces of things that I said in the heat of the moment, right? But you never got a chance to hear what was said before that. Not making excuses on anything that you heard, but we have to use our common sense and logic here. For example, one of the first parts of the series, y'all heard that I was invited to the resort. But what wasn't said, and that was smoothed over real quick too, but what wasn't said was the day that I went to the resort. The day that I was invited to the resort, and it was a crazy invitation, she got that resort for her baby daddy, for his birthday. First and foremost, at that point, that was in 2020. That wasn't 2021. So her trying to act like everything just transpired last year, that is a lie. So in 2020, I showed her a few places, and we didn't have any success because of the lack of credit was very, very poor, and it's the lack of income. It wasn't there because the money came from a lawsuit, so they couldn't count that towards real money because anybody could have that. That's like somebody with a lottery, so it's not really real because it wasn't money that was actually earned. So we didn't have any success there. Now, one day, out of the blue, she called me. Don't really know me like this. She called me crying on the phone, frantic. He left me up here. He left me up here. I'm like, who? What are you talking about? I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. But it's just a woman on here just crying her tears out. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Luckily, I was already heading the direction that she was actually at. Me knowing that she have a child and she said she's stranded somewhere, I went to go help. So she sent me an address. Still got those, by the way. I'm gonna upload that to the next video. She sent me the address to Seven Coves Resort. I get there, I drive there, take me about 45 minutes to get there. When I get there, she have a key in her hand, and it's a car key in her hand. And I was like, I thought you were stranded. So that was a lie. She wasn't stranded. But what's more interesting is when I actually went inside, guess what I saw? I saw her baby daddy's cake there. So you know what that means? He had just left, and he had just left with his son. Because apparently she started an argument with him about something. Not sure about the argument, because that's not the purpose of this video, not my concern. But the point was, why would you invite a random stranger into a intimate setting like that when you don't know them for one, and when your baby daddy just left for two? Who does that? So I'm sitting there very uncomfortable at that point. You know, I'm like, dog, I just drove all this way. So now she's crying. She's trying to. Y'all ever saw how like a movie like to where somebody's crying, they want to be consoled, and I'm like, yo, like this is hella weird. I'm like, this man probably turning right back around. I don't know what y'all argument was about, but this is putting me in a bad situation. I don't like this. I felt very, very uncomfortable. So that's when she talked about she's pregnant with that she had found out that she's pregnant with twins. And another thing that she said too, because I guess she was so emotional, vulnerable, and this one is gonna be a serious one now. And I don't even the type of person that want to get into any mess. She was saying that the possibility of the baby could have been somebody else's. So maybe that's why she started the argument with him. I don't know. But she said that it was a possibility that the guy, I want to say, don't quote me, I know it was probably, I think She said the guy name could have been Lance. So I'm sure if anybody out there know this Lance guy, that y'all probably know more about that than I do. I don't know, because I don't know the guy. But she said that there was a possibility that it could be a guy by the name of Lance. I don't know. All right. But the point is, just think about that though. What would have happened when I was there thinking that she's stranded and that man would have came back? How that scenario would work? I can't think of any good scenario in there. Maybe y'all can, but I can't think of not one. That's a dangerous person. That was the red flag that I should have known right off the back. Like, what kind of woman that don't know you invite you to an intimate setting like that? What kind of woman invites you right after they baby daddy have left? Because then she went and did a live after all of that stuff too. You know, so I'm like, whoa, this woman is, I don't know. You know, this is crazy. So after that, I really didn't hear much from her. But she did reach out to me one time after that. And she pretty much said, you know, thank you for coming out and all of this stuff, coming out that day, which I was still like, okay, you're welcome. But I'm still like, I don't know about all that. And then she was like, you know, and I heard back, she was still trying to, even then, talking about her baby daddy. Her baby daddy don't want her talking to me, communicating with me. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, because it's not that serious. I'm just a realtor. And that was it. So now we're going to fast forward to 2021. Now let's talk about another thing. She said the baby was playing. We did not plan on having a baby. Y'all know how when you get to know someone, one of the natural things that's going to come up is, so do you want children? That's a natural thing with anybody. It could be on the first date. And if you want some, you may say, hey, maybe in the future, maybe not. So my response to that was, if I find the right person and we're married, we come together, then yeah, maybe I can go for one more, and maybe we can, you know, hopefully it can be a boy. And when I told her that, she talked about another famous YouTube couple. I don't want to really drop people's names like that, but a famous YouTube couple that she's obsessed with that's connected to the baby daddy. She was saying, hey, it's a process you can do that you can pick out the sex of the baby. You can pick up, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. But, you know, and I'm still like, okay, we're just having a conversation about if I wanted a baby in the future, not having a baby. So from there, I was like, so I still didn't, you know, the red side was there. Another red flag, but I was still like, okay, whatever. And I told her, but I do not want a child right now. She was saying, I don't want no child right now either. I got a baby right now. And I'm like, okay. And I asked her questions. Okay, are you taking birth control? And she said, yes. She said in the past, I don't know if she said it in one of these videos or not, but I know she has said it because I've been quiet for a long time, letting a lot of stuff go. And y'all know one of the times she was saying that we planned the baby and we went to the doctor to see if something was wrong and all this type of stuff. That was a lie. We went to the doctor to go pick up more birth control pills. In fact, here's the screenshot. You can see that she was taking birth control when we were being intimate. At least she was supposed to be. Which still, I should have played my part, because again, there was enough red flags to say, hey, you may wanna still, you know, do your part, because at the end of the day, it's still, when two people come together and do what they do, it still produces a baby. So at the end of the day, that's still on me. Even though I was lied to, even though that person said they were taking birth control, they didn't want to have no back-to-back babies and that'll be crazy and all of that stuff, here we are. All right, the next thing, I've seen a lot of messages of people saying a whole part of me wanting the baby daddy gone, right? And a lot of people ask the question, why didn't she tell him 8 months ago, right? Because this supposed to have been like 8 months ago, right? Why y'all didn't hear a recording on that part? You know why? Because she played both of us. This woman told me that this man don't like me, which is fine. Nobody gotta like me. But she said that he got very emotional, saying that he don't want no dude around his child like that. I'm weak, and he wanna take my life. That's what she's saying. And I'm like, dang, that's pretty deep. That's pretty extreme for somebody to want to take your life just by being around their child. Because at the end of the day, this is the stuff that I was doing, y'all. I was buying double diaper bags, double diapers, double Similac. I had a baby crib at my place. I bought a baby crib at my parents' place. I'm buying all this stuff, toys, spending so much time with both of the children at the time. But especially, I had a very, very strong connection with the baby. So all of this stuff really, too, broke my heart. We were very tight. So I was like, why would somebody feel that way? That seems like him wanting to do something to me seemed like it was an extreme response. But now that I'm looking back at it, he probably didn't even say that. So she told him that I wanted to do something to him. She told me that he wanted to do something to me. So she just tried to pit two brothers against each other. And for what? Like, think about that. And I'm gonna have receipts too, because I know at this point her whole goal was to produce a whole bunch of live recordings that have nothing to do with nothing to do with this alleged choking thing that she talked about. None of that. She produced every receipt under the sun except the one that she's saying that happened. Y'all gotta think. How does that make sense? Now we're gonna get back to that though. Now check this out though. So she had told me that a particular evening about that part. So of course, you know, y'all already heard bits and pieces on my side, whatever. Heat of the moment, shouldn't have said it, right? Shouldn't have said anything. And it was all in the heat of the moment. And obviously, overnight thought about it like, man, you know what? I'm not worried about none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let go, let God, pray about it. You know, because I wasn't there. I don't know if the man really said it or not. And I was just going to let that be. But you know what she do? 9 in the morning, the next day, you know what she do? She sent me this man's address. So that's why y'all didn't hear nothing before the recording. And check this out. If I said that I was going to do something to him, show me the recording that she's trying to talk me out of it. We got to think about that. If somebody was threatened, wouldn't you try to be a voice of reasoning and tell them, hey, don't do that. Unless you have a motive or an agenda. And that is scary. That's very scary. Now I'm looking back at it now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, me and this brother, we shouldn't have no beef. For what? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. So she's been calculating this play for a very long time, which is crazy. So the defamation of lawsuit is definitely coming. That's why y'all never seen no recording on that. That's a dangerous person. And she said she got recordings on her manager. She got recordings on other YouTubers. She said she definitely have more recordings on the baby daddy. What type of person just go around recording people? You know, who does that? Do anybody out there do that? Do any other content creators out there do that? Because it's not, I don't think I know it's not a regular sensible person thing. So anybody who's out there, y'all had a conversation with this individual, best believe it's recorded. It reminds me of training day. You know, it's like, you know, when he's saying, I'm putting cases on all y'all. And it was coming to find out she was always having other people on the phone calls with me that's coming out later on, like subscribers hitting me up, showing me messages, showing me recordings of my voice. She would three-way a subscriber to listen in on our phone calls. She would three-way and put other content creators on there. I've heard a few say it. You know, she'd had conversations with all of them in Spin Storage and Twisted. I know she talked to Jay's Reaction tons of times, because I heard it on Jay's Reaction videos. She was saying like how this woman talked on the phone at least good 3, 4, 5 times and threw away to call in. She'll call her with my mom on the line. Like she'll call her and my mom and listen in. My sister. I remember them videos and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Who does that? Who calls somebody mother and record it and three-way in somebody on there and don't tell them? Who calls somebody's sister? Like, who does this? Y'all tell me, because I don't know. Y'all want to keep it all the way 100? We going to keep it all the way 100. So back to the 9 a.m. I don't want to get off track, because this is very serious. So the very next day, she hit me up, text message too. And thank God, because otherwise y'all going to be like, oh, I don't believe nothing he's saying. People, anybody's opinion on me doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters is God's, because I'm God's child. My fiance, because I'm with her and we love each other like crazy. My beautiful children, my bonus children. Anything outside of that, it doesn't really affect anything. So I'm not doing this to clean up an image for YouTube. I'm telling y'all the truth, because at this point, the lies is just gonna steamroll, So I don't know if, she's trying to get something with Tyler Perry or what, because who plays sad music and cry if it's a serious thing? Who does that? If you're sad, and that's fine. But you're not gonna put sad music in. You're not gonna slow-mo crying if you're really crying. We can't keep letting this person that's already known to be a liar and a manipulator do this. Because she already talked about that too. Just another, fun fact. She definitely said that her audience, she had talked real reckless about the audience too. Saying that y'all will believe anything she put out. She said the only way y'all don't believe anything is if her baby daddy do it. She said other than that, if it ain't pitting against him, she got y'all. She talk about y'all. She don't look at y'all as family. She talk about y'all bad. So I just want to throw that out there too. But now, so back to the 9 a.m. So the next morning, 9 a.m., she texts me, and I'm so glad she texts me. Hey, she texts me this man's address. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused. I'm like, why would she send me this address? Like, that was last night, let go, cool down, I'm good. I'm thinking about something completely different. She sent me this man's address. You know what she do after that? She called me. And she obsessed. She's obsessed with that man's, I don't want to put other people's name in the business, but she's obsessed with his children. Y'all know who his children is, right? She's obsessed with them. She was mad at the baby daddy's son because he had called her out on the whole vanishing twin thing. So she was so upset that he called her out that she said, you know what you should do? Don't get him today. You know what you should do? You should wait till that man's birthday. I don't even know this man's birthday. I don't know this man. Do you think I'm thinking about another man's birthday? This woman is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So let me back up just a little bit. So, she not only did she say that, she said, but if you want to get him before that, he gonna be at the corner store. He gonna be buying cigarettes. And he's gonna be buying scratch offs. She say, if you sitting at that corner store in the morning time, you can get him. And I was like, whoa. See, but she picked up the phone and said that part because obviously I'm not recording anybody. I don't know. And I'm like, okay. So that's in October. That's when I was like, okay, you know what? This person is toxic, but not only are they this thing toxic, somebody can easily get hurt. It could have been me. It could have been him. This is a dangerous situation. I need to go ahead and go on, kick rocks, right? Now, you know what I did? That was the day that I made a conscious decision that I can't do this. we gonna have to go on do something different. So you know what I did? Trying to stay peaceful, trying to keep the peace, because she'll make an argument about anything in a minute. So I told her, hey, can you do me this one favor? Can you go get a pregnancy test? You know, it's a lot going on. We going back and forth. We arguing all the time. Let's just see what we at on, you know what I'm saying? Because you more emotional than what you usually are. I know you've been saying you've been taking the pills and everything. She, I take my pills. I'm like, yeah, but you kind of on edge in a different way. She's like, why do you want me to take a test? I'm like, just please take the test. I'll pay for it. Ain't no big deal. All right, I take the test. She takes the test. She comes to my place and take a test. Walk in the restroom. When I say she wasn't in there, not even 10 seconds, and came back out and said, I'm not pregnant, you good. Oh, when she said something about that, see what I mean by adding half-truths? How she said that she add a little bit and not tell the real truth? So I'm like, how can you take a test that fast? That don't even make sense. The toilet didn't even flush. So how can that even be true? So anyway, she was like, I'm not pregnant, you good. Gave me the test. And that was on, I want to say that was October 13th. So based on the timelines on when she said she was pregnant, she would have had to be pregnant then, and the test would have showed positive at that time. So she straight up lied again. And I believe I have a screenshot to show that she said that she wasn't pregnant, and she was trying to give me a reason why. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like something like, it's weird. It's weird. That's all I'm going to say. So she did see the screen. She did text me that she was not pregnant later on that day, because I still asked her, I'm like, that test, like, are you sure? But she didn't take 4 tests that day. She was boop, boop. I'm not. You good. You know, she lied about last year saying that her baby daddy beat her and all of that type of stuff. Doesn't it sound familiar? Doesn't it sound like this is like deja vu? But the only difference is she still haven't produced not even a recording to even hear anything. And if y'all go back to the original videos, not the lies that she's doing right now, not the series that she's doing with herself, if y'all go to the original videos, you'll see when she had lied about it, talking about that the only reason that she had told her baby daddy that was she wanted to see would he get his son. How does that make sense? Why would he want to get his son because you're getting choked? Like, the lies is just piling up. The lies are just piling up. And y'all can remember last year, you know, she was doing she did like 3 videos on the baby daddy, and they was out lie after lie after lie. Now, y'all gotta ask yourself, what incentive would I have by her bringing another brother down that she have a baby with? How does that make me look good? How does that stop me from a choking allegation if she brings another brother down? How the both don't even click. So it doesn't make sense. That's why I never brought nobody else in it. When I'm talking about something, it's all about me. So that's how it always is. So she did the same thing to that brother last year. The same exact thing. All to find out everything was a lie. She's just on 7 parts on me. You know why? And still going? Because she see that I'm happy over here. I'm drama free over here. The kids are happy. All y'all seeing is upgrades, elevation, black excellence. And it's eating her to the core because these are the things that she said that she wanted to do. She wanted to be. She said she wanted to be a motivational person, a motivational speaker. But every time she try to do something positive, she don't get any views. Because she's known for drama. And y'all know that. If it ain't no drama attached, she's not getting any views. That's the real reality. And she know that. So I think it's eating her to the core that when she see either myself or anybody else that posts positive things and getting a significant amount of views with all love, is eating her to the core. We're done. That's it. We're done. Let it go. Let go of that hurt. Let go of that bitterness. Pray. And God can help you and see you through this, just like He's seeing me through this right now. I'm only responding right now because the people do deserve the truth. You know, because right now, and I'm okay. I know my heart. I know, and things are just, doors are still opening up. Since then, I still got tons of sponsorships. They still rocking with me because they know your pedigree. You've been around a long time, and everything associated with you is drama. You didn't change. You just found a way to clean it up and make it look a little bit better. You just served them boo-boo with a bow. That's all it was. So the defamation of character lawsuit is already in play. And I want y'all to understand something. Again, I never said that I was a perfect person. Never. However, what she tried to make me to be by playing old recordings from last year, and as I said in that other video, I was in a dark spot. I said a lot of stuff that I didn't mean. That was words. They were ugly words, but it was words. The person who I thought was my woman at the time, that I thought I can confide in and have conversations in the privacy of my home, I didn't know that everything is going to be a recording. So again, this year is a new year, and just like a lot of people went through a lot of stuff last year. So just like I'm sure a lot of y'all are a work in progress, this year is a better year for y'all. You know, so speaking of for me, that's what I was telling y'all. Every single Sunday, me and baby go to church and everything. So all we can do is work on ourselves every single day. And if you're gonna write somebody off for something they did last year, what do you think God is gonna do to you? Like, aren't we all sinners? Like, do we all got something to work on? Or no, I'm confused. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know the perfect person that's walking on planet Earth right now, because I haven't met them. So as long as I have breath in me, I'm going to always be imperfect, but yet I'm going to always strive to be a better person. And that starts with controlling your environment. So my environment is peaceful. Everybody who's in my circle is peaceful. I don't have any drama in any direction. I get to control that. I get to control how I respond to things. And that's it. Either you love me or you don't. But that's what all I got for you guys. You know, like, we all gonna always have something to work on. That's never gonna change. All right, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get part 2 to y'all tomorrow. I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna try to get part 2 to y'all tomorrow, because y'all definitely need to know about the truth on what happened on there. For all y'all that want more details about this alleged choking, stay tuned till tomorrow. I got something for y'all.